That must mean that Luz is here, and we are looking at a shot of a bunch of mosquitoes. That's right, they are hanging out in the water. That's where they live. All right, Luz, let's get ready to talk about this. World Mosquito Day. I can't believe there's an actual World Mosquito Day, but there is one, and that's coming up on Thursday.
Yes, that is correct. It's World Mosquito Day, which reminds us of the importance of or how much mosquitoes affect public health throughout the world. So it's a good day to remember, that mosquitoes are actually the most dangerous animal in the world, and they kill more people than any other animal combined.
Mosquito?
Mosquitoes, because of malaria, because of dengue, and just all the other diseases that they can transmit.
Okay, so all right, so that sounds like bad because they're transmitting diseases. Is there any
Correct.
good to these things in the ecosystem?
Yes, well, one, they give me a job.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
Two, they're food for other animals. They're part of the food chain.
Right.
And the males are pollinators. They actually, they feed on nectar, so they do help a little bit with pollination, but mainly just part of the food chain.
Part of the food chain. Okay,
Yes.
Let's get into some of the diseases because you said they carry a lot of different diseases. Which ones do they have and which ones are really, really harmful?
Right. So worldwide, malaria continues to be the number one, threat. Zika, dengue, and locally here we have, of course, West Nile virus. We are getting to the time of the year where we see those human cases being confirmed, and unfortunately, we are starting to see. We already have 2 confirmed human cases in Sacramento County, 1 in Yolo County, and various others throughout the region. So very important to be mindful.
Wow. All right. So West Nile is out there. And that's like when we hear that, I know the people at home listening right now, that's their concern, West Nile virus.
Yes, West Nile virus. 80% of people have no symptoms. 20% of people develop a West Nile virus fever, headache, fatigue, swollen lymph nodes. You feel like you have a cold. It's only diagnosed via blood exam. So if you do feel these symptoms after being exposed to mosquitoes, it's very important that you go to the doctor. And then, of course, 1 in 150 people develop the very severe form of the disease, the encephalitis, the meningitis, the cases that can actually lead to death. And so far, statewide, we've already had some deaths as well.
Wow. So in this area, the Sacramento area and the region here, Stockton, Modesto, everybody watching right now, this area here, mosquitoes just love this spot, right? And mainly it's warm weather, but it's also the water.
Exactly.
Because you bring these to kind of show us. This is kind of like where they live. And if we have standing water in our backyards, we should get rid of that, right?
Exactly. Stagnant water, anything in your backyard that holds water for more than a few days can and will become a mosquito breeding source. Also important to remember that we also have a lot of agricultural areas, right?
Yeah.
The rice fields, the pastures, the dairies,
yeah.
All of those are areas that are common mosquito breeding grounds for mosquitoes. But most importantly, it's important to do your own part at home to reduce mosquito breeding sources.
Yes. All right. You brought some stuff here too that we can spray on ourselves.
Yes,
These
exactly.
are the repellents that we should use, and they work. Some, there's some that people say might not be so healthy for your skin, but you brought some of the ones that are okay for us.
Right. Exactly. So always look for a good mosquito repellent if you're going to be spending time outside. For the natural folks, we have the oil of lemon eucalyptus, but we have wipes, creams, sprays. So find one that you like and use it to prevent mosquito bites, because that's how you will be preventing disease.
I love that. All right. I know at the very beginning we mentioned World Mosquito Day. You said what it was real quick. Let everybody know what that is again. And on Thursday, when we talk about that, what happens on that day? We're not celebrating mosquitoes.
No, not celebrating mosquitoes, but it's important for people to remember and to be mindful of what they can do to prevent mosquitoes at home. And World Mosquito Day, again, is a reminder of the fact that even though mosquitoes are tiny, they have a tremendous public health impact.
There you go. All right, we have a second half hour of our show. Would you hang around for that?
I would.
We could talk more
Definitely.
mosquito, because I want to know more like what's going on behind us, because those things are scaring the heck out of me. These are. Is this a basic mosquito? These two things?
These are actually our 2 invasive mosquitoes. These are the ones that can transmit dengue, and they are rapidly spreading in our area.
Oh my goodness!
Our
All right,
newest
we're gonna talk more about these when we come back. Lou's always great when you come on the show, get us caught up on everything mosquito. All right, here's some information that we'll pop on the screen for you. Fightthebite.net. That's where you can find out all the information, and also on social as well. We'll be right back. Don't go away.